Hey, whoa, bow, man, we back, man. It's your man, Eddie.
You got dialogue, baby. Welcome back, folks.
Welcome back, man. You're here tuning in to another episode of Holy Duo Podcast. Holy Duo, man. Make sure you subscribe for our YouTube listeners and for our audio listeners. Make sure you follow us and download all the good stuff. You know, stay tuned for for upcoming episodes. And if you want to see us live on video, go to the YouTube page, subscribe over there as well. You know, you can see us live on video. I know the ladies wondering what we look like. Go to the YouTube page, check us out. Actually, we have a picture of us on the Spotify, so they know what we look like. So,
you sound like you're preparing for an interview. We have our LinkedIn available on the website. If you would like to see a video of us, please go on our LinkedIn.
Go check it out. But you know, do either one, man. We're on YouTube, so go there, view us, and all that good stuff, man. Man, we got a good episode for you guys today. It's a new year, so new new year, new things. I know everybody like to say New Year, new me, but New Year, new things, or you know. Yeah. So
yeah.
But let's hop straight into it, man. What's been going on throughout the week? Our weekly layouts. So what's been going on?
Weekly layout time. Spent the last 2 weeks at home. It messed me up real big because you know it's not my place. Your usual things of habit and whatnot has been broken. It's like, you know, even though it's my mom's place, it just doesn't. It's not the same after you've lived somewhere for over a year. So it was.
Yo, they got him in prison over there.
It was good, man. It was a good week. I got some quality sleep for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
How was
you're
your
right,
week?
man. You know, going back home too was cool. You know, Actually, it was because you know I'm in Florida, right? So the weather is not like super cold over here, like constantly during the wintertime. We get cold fronts. We don't get, you know, consistent cold weather. But it was cold over there, and then it got hot, you know, after Christmas. But during Christmas, for the first time in Orlando, it was actually cold. I was like, thank you, Lord, because, you know, we've been praying for this, man. A lot of people think we won't pray about this, but we be fasting and praying. Now, but it was nice weather over there. You know, got to spend time with family, and you know, enjoyed the holidays, man. Getting to see the little nephews smile. You know, they had a lot of gifts. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, man. So you know, it's about them this time. You know, older folks don't care about gifts like that, and we just want to see the youngsters happy. So I got to see that in action. That was pretty cool. And now I'm back in town, and now it's time to grind. You know, new year, new things for sure.
Yeah. The whole holiday season is over. It happens so quickly. Before you know it, it's gone. It's already January 3rd, and it felt like Christmas was just a couple of days ago.
Yep. So that's our weekly layouts, man. We enjoying the holidays and doing all those good things, and now we're back to grinding, man. So holy and demonic moments throughout these couple weeks, because we've been off for a couple weeks, so it's been a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. Holy and demonic moments for the last couple of weeks, huh? You know my memory is bad with this stuff. Gosh. I mean, holy moment, it's not really, I don't think people see it that way, but holy moment for me was sleeping in the basement on the ground for a couple weeks. It was good, man. My body.
I told you, he in that prison, y'all.
I feel good. I feel like I was kind of reset a little bit. Sleeping on my bed yesterday, it felt like a piece of cloud. It felt.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. Shoot. I'm telling you, man, sleeping on the ground, if you can do it the proper way, it resets you. So that was definitely a holy moment for me.
Hey, yeah, he be sleeping like this with the hands. He be sleeping like this.
He's laughing, but he's got a weak back.
Woo! Oh shoot.
Hey man, lay your holy moment on them.
Okay, hey, but I got a couple holy moments, man. Hey, New Year's, new New Year's, new things is one of them. Man, another thing is God is faithful, man. God is
Yeah,
faithful, and we see it through many aspects. And for these couple weeks, or just like looking at what happened last year, like He's always been working on me, growing me, pruning me, taking taking the molding me into the person that He created me to be. Right. So I've seen His hand throughout last year and coming into this year, and He's definitely faithful, and that makes you want to be faithful. So, so yeah, God, and then seeing how things transpire. When this pandemic happened, I'm still in good health. You know, I've been fine the whole time, and so has my family and friends. So just seeing God work is amazing. So that's holy for me,
hey,
most
that's good,
definitely.
man. That's good. I would have to
Mm-hmm.
say the same thing. I think just a little thing. I think if you know God based on His character and who He is, shoot, I mean, it would cause you to become more like Him because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, you do want to become more like the people you look up to, your mentors. People have people idols that they look up to. He's my everything, she's my everything. um, but when the more God becomes that more of a person or a being to you through understanding Him through the Bible, I believe you want to become more. No one can meet that kind of standard that He is. So it's like it's what you try to um, put in the best, I guess, action of how you act and how you are as a person. You try to imitate, mimic Him. Do
Yep.
the things that He would do, and then you grow an understanding over time. But
Yeah. And
my
then oh, you're not done with your holy moments?
no, I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay, one more holy moment, man. This one show, The Wire. I don't know if you heard of it, but it's supposed to be a really good show, and I've heard of it in the past, but I never fully watched the whole thing. I seen like one episode and bits and parts of it. So, but it's on Hulu, so I'm gonna be able to binge watch it. It's gonna be a good time, I think. A lot of good things been said about it. It's a classic to a lot of people, so about to hop straight into it this year. You know,
What's The Wire? Is it a show, like a dramatic show?
it's it's a show. Yeah, it's very dramatic.
Mm.
Um, I don't know the synopsis, but it has to do with like the hood and stuff like that, and like
Mm.
cops and stuff. So it's a good storyline. It have
Gotcha.
people talking. So I'm gonna check
Yeah.
it out the full season or seasons. You
Yeah.
know, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool. Cool. Um. So that was your holy moments.
hmm
What the holy moment was? He discovered The Wire.
well, the full thing is on Hulu because now
So
I get to
that's a
watch
holy moment.
everything. Yeah, yeah. I don't have to buy it. I can watch the whole thing. So I got something to
Which
watch.
which streaming platform? Well, look. Anyway, we're not endorsing the show, but let's move forward.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Um,
so your demonic moments.
demonic moments. Two moments. First I saw Monster Hunter the movie. Of course, I wasn't expecting much from it, and it sucked anyway. It had nothing to do with the origins of the movie, which is from a video game called Monster Hunter World. Anyway, the movie
Bro, they
sucked.
had they had Megan Goods in there with her
Meg,
nice. Megan Goods was in there,
Megan Good
right?
should not have been in there. Like,
I
what is
don't know
she
why she
doing
was.
in there?
I'm not trying to say like but I'm just saying like she she um she yeah. Let's move forward because
No,
I'm about to
no,
say
no.
something.
It's a good thing to talk about for just a quick second. So go ahead.
Nah, 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 I'm
No,
good.
go ahead, man. Go ahead. See,
Y'all hear each other say up.
see.
Yeah, that's a good thing to talk about.
You guys have that friend, right? That he starts a whole conversation like, dude, you will not believe what she said to me last night. Like, we almost broke up. And then you're like, oh, what'd she say? And he's like, Nah, you know what? Forget about it, man. I don't even want to. Nah, forget it. Like you want to punch a rock when someone does that. So, please, the floor has been laid out for you. Please go ahead and finish what you're saying.
Okay. Listen, all I'm gonna say is we're not saying like she's a bad actor, right? We're not saying that she can't act or whatever in different type of genres, but she's more of like a pretty fine type of character. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really find those in those type of action movies. You see what I'm saying? Maybe a romantic drama. You see what I'm saying? Like kind of like a maybe not all the way, but maybe kind of like a James Bond type. You see what I'm saying? She'll look better in that. But this one, it's a different aspect. It might be a crazy look to see her in there. The fantasy, at least that type of fantasy.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So maybe just that type of genre didn't look best with her in there.
Yeah. And also I have to say in the game itself, there are no real black characters. Maybe there's like one black character, but that's where they went wrong is they try to bring the real world into it. They try to bring the military into it, which now you have a bunch of black people in a show that doesn't belong. And then the movie itself is based off of Japanese, type stuff. So these are supposed to be Asians who are acting out, not a white lady who's super strong. Like, what are you talking about? You mean to tell me? Anyway, Monster Hunter has nothing to do with the real human world. That never happened. So they ruined the story. And then from there, it's like only a trickle down effect of how bad it gets. Because now they're traveling between worlds. There's like huge dragon monsters in the real world. That has no. So they ruined it.
Oh, shoot. I think I've seen this before.
No, you haven't.
Bro, nah, bro. Yeah. This happened before. Nah. I saw this last year, bro.
In a dream?
Nah, in a vision.
All right, let's.
I'm dead serious, man. Y'all laughing over here, and I'm laughing, but
hey, it's okay to laugh because he sounds crazy right now. What are you talking
serious
about,
over
man?
here.
This movie came out like 2 weeks ago.
No, not the movie. I'm talking about like this.
Oh, Deja Vu.
The discussion.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, not the movie.
Okay, and then my second demonic moment was I saw Wonder Woman Wonder Woman 84. It was also horrible.
What? It was horrible?
It was bad, man. First of all, the CG was horrible. I was cringing. The visual effects was bad.
Damn.
The whole message behind the movie was so cringy. It's like, is this a romantic movie or is this an action? I'm here for action. I want her to punch stuff and do cool things. And that's not what it really was. Yeah.
Dang, that's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate. Let me go to my demonic moment so we can move forward. My body tried to force me to sleep on the highway the other week. Yeah, it was very dangerous. Like, I wouldn't be here had that happen, bro. Full effect. Are you laughing over there?
Oh, no, I'm not laughing. It's just funny the way you started off the conversation. It was a serious moment, though.
Yeah. It's crazy. But for real, man, like, I slept for 1.5 seconds, bro. I almost swerved into the silver dividers, from, like that separates the two directions on
the guardrail
bro,
stuff.
Yeah, the guardrails, bro. I was fighting so hard. I never fought so hard for my life to stay awake on the highway than that day. Yeah, it was tough. So that's a demonic moment. Demons out there, man. They try to get you. They're trying to destroy what you got in the future. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you got to guard your grill and everything.
Guard your grill.
And then one more, because we could run out of time. Man, these Instagram ladies, it's a trap, bro. It's a trap, and we knew this already, bro. Do not go to the explore page. Well, I mean, bro, the explore page be like, the algorithm is messed up, bro. Why are all these spandex booties in the search. Bro, all these curvaceous spandex ladies, I don't even be looking that up, and they just be there. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go ahead.
And then and then like you accidentally click on one, AKA, right? And all of a sudden a galore of things come along after you refresh the explore page, bro. So it's like they just like you didn't even. Anyway, the search section in Instagram is very dangerous, especially if you're trying to be pure with your eyes and all that stuff. So
yeah, man. The social media will destroy you. Like I was on Facebook, and Facebook has ads, and had this one ad commercial. I think I told you about the women's PJs with like.
Oh yeah, the onesie ones, right?
The onesie ones, and we're not gonna get explicit here, but I clicked it, right, and then I went to the website like, oh, this is cool. Like this is something that maybe I'll look into for my future wife. And I exited the page because I thought it was a fake commercial, like to get you to enter information. So I exited it. All of a sudden, all over wherever I went on the internet, man, this ad kept popping up. Yep. This ad kept popping up. So if you guys can protect yourself in whatever way, just don't go to that stuff. It's so useless.
Yeah. Well, moving forward, man, we got to move forward to our main topics of the day, man. Definitely get you something to drink. Make sure you don't eat some rock hard snacks because you might choke if you because it's gonna be entertaining. Might provoke you to laugh. But anyway, first question of this podcast, man. So we've been talking about relationships, and we've been deep diving into certain aspects. This time we're gonna deep dive into one that is dear to a lot of people, and especially ones that are dating. Have experienced this in some way or another, or maybe not. But if you got cheated on, what would you do? And let's say, there could be various times spent with this person. Maybe you just met. Maybe you've been in it for 6 months, a year. What would you do? Actually, let's kind of go to a little bit of time spent into this relationship. Let's go like a year. Like, what would you do if somebody cheated on you that you've been in a relationship at least a year?
And I want to add something to that scenario. You've been in a relationship for 1 year, and there are two scenarios. You find out she cheated or he cheated right then. Still in a relationship. Or you find out 6 months later that they cheated after you guys have broken up.
Ooh, that's a twister.
What they twist, yeah.
Could be because that's a good one. So let's hit you with it first. What would you do if you got cheated on?
If we've been dating for a year, find out that you've been cheating on me, because I guess past a year is kind of a serious relationship, as they would say.
Yeah, you guys have spent, hopefully you guys done your dirty work,
Even though our relationships should either be serious or married. If we're talking romantically, you should be serious. You shouldn't just be dating just to date. You want to date to get married. So, with that being said, it's a serious relationship. You guys are looking to get married. That's the whole point of being together. Find out they cheated. Coming from a guy's perspective, what I would do is I would let her know my disappointment. The betrayal of trust.
Nah. You gotta come more like a mad dog over there.
Hold up.
Come on, son.
Hold up, man. You can't. Yeah, you're right. But we gonna get there, man. You gotta be a little bit soft. You understand? You gotta be a little bit soft because you're dealing with a lady here. I'm not even gonna say it. You're dealing with the lady, right? Okay, so I would let her know I would voice my disappointment and betrayal of trust, and then what I would do is find out what happened, because this is a serious relationship and this is a one-time occurrence that has happened so far. So as far as you know, I would ask, okay, what happened? What about our relationship caused you to do that?
Yeah.
Right, because you got to learn. You know what I mean?
You got to learn, yeah. Hey,
you got to learn.
On that point, right? there was there was an episode on Frasier where he actually slept with Roz. You remember that? Remember that
Oh
episode where he slept with
yeah.
Roz? Yeah, and
Yeah.
like he asked her, um, no, she rated the experience right on
Right.
one of them coffee cards, and
Dude.
he was reviewing the experience. Okay, you gave me a 8 here, and but I see you gave me 8 here. And so he started to obsess about what he could have done better. And she's like,
Yeah.
"See, that's why I didn't want to do this in the first place because I know you. You wanted you always obsessed
Dang.
about being perfect or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, but the point is that he wanted to learn. Apparently, he wanted to learn so
Right.
that he can be better at relationships and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought that
Yeah.
was funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
connection.
So maybe it's a story for future, but it's happened to me a number of times. So at this point, I'm like, okay, this is what I would do. So yeah, I would see, what happened. Like, what, was I the problem? Was there a problem that we didn't really figure out? And then at that point, they would get cut off, blocked
Ah,
on everything, because one, that's a failed relationship based off of, what do you call it? Adultery or an affair, but you're not married, so like
so
they
yeah,
cheated. Yeah, that's a failed
yeah,
relationship. Secondly, that's the opposite sex. You don't want to continue any friends kind of relationship with them because there's already been a romantic idea about your guys' relationship. And secondly, the relationship ended not from a loss of feelings or the like, I don't love you anymore, I don't see a future with you. It was lost because they messed up in the worst way. They betrayed your trust.
yeah,
So the
yeah.
the romance has been cut off, but it hasn't necessarily been like forgotten about, right? So I would cause that level of separation between our communication, social media, phone number, so that distance can become greater in that romantic sense. Like, I don't want to see you in a romantic way, so I'm not going to associate with you. I would bet to say that a lot of people that have kept in contact with their exes, at some point afterwards, they felt some kind of feeling like, oh, like, should we give this another try? Oh, I love this
Yeah,
about them.
especially if they deep dive. If they
Ex-
got
Exactly.
the long john in the ocean. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah.
In the long john. What is a long john?
You know what the long john is the longest yard.
The longest yard. Hey, isn't that a movie?
I mean, yeah, it is. But somebody don't have a long john. Somebody got a short. Some people have short johns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, bro, you know what the long john is.
I still don't know what the long john is, but maybe you'd care to explain once you start answering this question. So, yeah, I would, and some people would call that closure. Like, okay, what happened? Like, why did this happen? What was
Yeah,
the problem?
yeah. And it's not bad to like want to know what happened. Like some people,
Yeah.
they're like, oh man, don't even try to figure out what happened because she did you dirty. In a sense, that
Right.
doesn't make sense. Okay, she did me dirty, forget about it. But at the same time, like, why though? What
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
happened? You see what I'm saying? Like, there's the investigator part of you that want to see, just have that information.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Especially if this is a serious relationship, like you saw yourself see like in a marriage with this person. So yeah, I would definitely ask them, what happened, try to get that closure. If that closure doesn't happen, because some people, they cheat on you, you find out and it's like boom, they blow up and everything is done, to combat that closure, because that happens often. I think everyone should understand that they don't deserve a relationship that isn't fruitful, right? Everyone deserves to be in a fruitful relationship where people don't betray your trust and loyalty and things. I think loyalty is really strong in a relationship. If a person is loyal, then they will stay for you guys to work through stuff. But if a person steps out on your relationship and cannot work on the problems with you, that door, you understand that door is always open to that person and they will be tempted. So That's what I think about that. Now, we're looking at you find out 6 months later. I think you should still block the person on everything because chances are they will try to reach out to you at some point.
Oh yeah.
Because they don't know you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I just had some thoughts that just left me. Just
Oh,
it just
no.
flew off like a bird. Yeah. Hold on. Let me take a sip of water and see if it come back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yo, if she cheated on me, I'm gonna punch her in the throat, son. Knock her out where she stand. No questions asked, baby.
Wait, how do you know she cheated on you if you don't ask her, though?
Nah, but the question says.
Nah. You done knocked her out, man. How are you going to find out?
Hey, man, I got my sources. My sources
What
gave me the right.
sources?
Hey, we can't talk about that. You know, it's under the
All
cuff.
right. Okay, cool.
Nah. But for real though. But for real, if a person, if my lady cheated on me that I knew for a year, definitely, we would have to have a sit down. We would have to discover what's going on because a year of my time has been spent. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
You know. Of course, I'll ask the questions. Was I, and let me acknowledge this too. I know there's gonna be people in the comments or like thinking like, oh, why do you think it's your fault? Whatever. I mean, I don't know if it's my fault. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to see what she says and see if what she says makes sense. Then I can know, okay, was it partially me or was it not? Because you're gonna know what's a lie and what's not a lie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So asking those questions could help you figure that out. So it's not necessarily like, oh, you believe it's you. You're just trying to figure out how much of me or, stuff like that. So asking those questions is going to help you figure that out. And you do want to get some closure. So we would have a sit down conversation. Okay, this, that, and the third. What happened? What was this something or whatever question you come up with, right? To try to discover that. And then after that, after discovering what the problem was, I would ask the person, why go cheat?
Mm-hmm.
Why go cheat instead of let's having that conversation? Hey, you know what? I would like you to work on this, or this is not happening like it used to happen, or whatever the thing was. You should be able to discover the issue, and let's resolve the issue. Let's work on it. Let's do something about it. You just can't find an issue, and then when you say, "Oh, it's over," and then go do something reckless, like spend money, crazy, or cheat specifically for this question. Like that's wild, and that tells you that okay, the communication aspect isn't strong because why couldn't she come to you to tell you, or he come to you to tell the girl that there's a problem or there's something that he's not liking or whatever the situation may be. And let's say you just don't want to be with me no more. We got to figure that out. So the whole time, what were we doing the whole time? What do you think was going to, why were we spending this much time if you knew you didn't want to be with me?
Yeah, right.
For X amount of we just wasted all this time. Now that might even make me more angry. But
yeah.
And then let's say she cheated on me, and I'm still with her, and I find out that she cheated on me like six months later, as we're still in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm. No. You guys broke up for whatever reason. Okay. And then 6 months later, maybe you find out through a friend or something that she cheated on you when you guys were together.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! So we having boy talk, the man talk, and then
man talk. Yeah.
And then you hit me with some information that was in the tabloids.
Maybe not the tabloids, but say my significant other is good friends. Yeah.
Yeah. I would be happy that I got rid of her.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh snap! Well, the decision was a good decision then. Great. Great. Now, it might have been, if it was a suspicion of cheating initially for the reason I broke up with her, then that would confirm it. I would like, oh, it's not
Mm-hmm.
okay. So my reasoning was correct. Or let's say I broke up with her for a different reason. Maybe she spent too much money. Maybe she's like a gold digger type of person. I found out.
Mm.
Then the cheating part would just be like icing on the cake. Like, okay, oh shoot, and she's that. I definitely don't want that.
Yeah.
So either way, it'll make me more. I'm not saying that she cheated would be a good feeling to me, but since we already broke up and I find out that she cheated, I'm like, okay, now it gives me more excitement of getting rid of something dirty, toxic,
Yeah. Yeah.
un 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 whatever. I can't even think of the word. So so yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I would definitely um, be more relieved
Mm.
that that I broke up with her at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If someone cheats on you, and just a quick bit, if someone cheats on you and you get back with them, just know that there's a flaw in how they view relationships, that when there's a big enough problem, they're able to step out and fulfill something that they should be resolving. So if a person ever cheats on you in a relationship, know that mentally they have the back door and capacity to do it. So if they cheat on you and you stay with them, just know that it could happen again at some
Mm-hmm.
point.
It
You
could.
know what
It
I
could.
mean? Yeah.
And and this brings me to another point, right? Self control. Like where are there self? Where's it? Because if you cheat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that might be the lust issue might be a struggling area. So like, how good are you in the area of self control? Can you control yourself? There's some people that are trying to diet, but snap, food looks so good they can't control their appetite. So what kind of appetite do they have in that arena?
Right.
Is it too big to control? And
Mm-hmm.
that leads us into our second question in a way. Like, do you believe, you know, once a cheater, always a cheater? You know, do you believe once a cheater, always a cheater? And with the example I was just bringing up, like, if you have a weight goal, but you have an issue controlling yourself with eating, then that might be a problem. Like, once is it once a fatty, always a fatty? It don't gotta be, but how good are you in controlling what you do? Do you have that self control to cut snacks out? Do you have that self
Yeah.
control to walk away from a steak that is too much calories for your calorie limit for the day? You see what I'm
Mm.
saying? Does she have the or the self control to not want to jump on that one dude because he got a six pack? You see what I'm saying? So, do you believe once a cheater, always a cheater?
I think whatever you just said relates to that the best.
Mm.
Is once a fatty, always a fatty? No, but they have the easier capacity to become overweight again. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like once you're fat,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you can lose the weight, but you could easily get back up there compared to someone who has never been up there
Exactly,
before.
exactly, and plus we know the history. You know,
Exactly.
we know the history.
Yep. So that's what I'm talking about. There's a flaw in their logic regarding relationships and how they have to deal with problems. Do I think once a cheater, always a cheater? My thing is once a cheater, they're not always a cheater, but they have the capacity to cheat again. Like they would do it if the circumstances are right. And that's the problem with getting back with someone who has cheated on you, because now you become insecure, or you're like, you know what, whatever. If they cheat on me again, it's over. But at that point, you've lost the level of love for them to be able to say that if they just do something again, I'm going to leave them. I mean, let's be reasonable. If you say that to someone, it means that you've kind of guarded yourself to a certain level to where you won't get hurt if they do cheat again. So your emotional capacity, you've lowered that in order to be able to say, if they cheat again, I'm just out. Because you're already holding on to most of your feelings. You're not expressing it. You're not being vulnerable to them. You're keeping it in case they do it again, you're going to leave.
Yeah,
Um,
yes.
yeah. You have something to say?
I mean, are you doing with your point, or you still got more? As you,
Pretty much.
I mean, going back to my point. I think definitely you have the ability to change. You know, you gotta make better choices, but
Mm-hmm.
will you make better choices? That's where the self control and the discipline comes in. Like, what are you doing to prepare to for like going back to my one example, for that weight loss or for that fitness goal, whatever it is, and are
Yeah.
you disciplined in that area? So coming to here is like, oh man, what are you doing that is make you more vulnerable to cheat, you know,
Yeah.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that? Are you being disciplined in that area? Um, is it because you have a higher sex drive? Is it because your man's is not giving you some, or your lady's not giving you any? Like, there's multiple dimensions in these cases, but it really comes down to being able to control what you do, because you're making those choices, you're doing it, and nobody's making you do it, you know.
Right.
So definitely, it's a mental thing, you
Yeah.
know. You got to be mentally disciplined for that,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they can change. I don't think once a cheater, always a cheater, but just like you say, like once a cheater, now we know what you can do. You know what I mean? Now we know
Yeah.
that you can cheat. So the bit like that ability doesn't leave. It's still there. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you're still able, but you can be different. You
Yeah.
can choose different. So, but you gotta get into that. You gotta change your mind. Your mind has to your mind has to develop new habits, and new strategies for your past track record to be different.
How much
And
time
just
do we
like
have left? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I
we
thought
got
you were done.
about four minutes before we get to
Shoot. I got a bunch of questions and points, though. But go ahead.
actually 6 minutes. Actually, my bad.
Okay.
Um, yeah. I just forgot what I was gonna say, but
Dang
but that's
it.
basically, well, that's basically it though. That's basically, you can go ahead.
Okay. So, two questions. Would you tell your wife of okay, let's start off with this. What if you were married, right, and your significant other, your
There you
wife or
go.
your husband,
I got a
cheats on
feeling it
you?
might be a trap question, but let's go.
No, 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 no. It's not. It's an open ended question. What if your wife cheats on you? What would you do at that point? Is this something that in your mind right now? Are you like, no, I would just leave, because that's adultery. That's not acceptable.
No, it's not that cutthroat, because let's keep in mind. Wait, how long are we married for? You were saying.
Say no. She's your wife. Your wife of 1 year is no different than your wife of 10 years. She's still your
Uh,
wife.
she's a wife, but there's changes that happen. We get to know each other more deep. Like if it's not progressing, then hold on, what's going on? Like you get to know it deeper. But
Your wife is your wife.
I don't,
Wait, what do
guys.
you mean though? What do you mean?
Like you, as you go through the years, there's more things to learn. There's different things you learn and stuff like that. That's what I
So
mean.
you learn something you don't like and you can get a divorce?
No. I'm talking about just the marriage experience. Every
Oh, of
year.
course.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
No, but I'm saying if you find out your wife cheated on you, right? What would you
Hmm.
do? And I'm saying it doesn't matter if it's year 1 or year 10, because it's still your wife.
Yeah, but yeah. My question was just like how long have you been in it? But you just saying just my wife. Okay,
Yeah.
so on that basis, um, nah, we're not just gonna cut it off just like that. Not that cutthroat, cause there's been time that we ought to be able to sit down. Like if it's my way, we ought to be able to sit down and hash things out. So I would not be like, oh no, we're done immediately. You see what I'm saying? Once we discover what led up to that point and what the process was, if the process makes sense in the means of okay, I don't want to even go there. Let's not even go there. But I wouldn't cut it off just like that. We had to sit down. We had to sit down and talk about it. And based on what we talk about and how we go through things, then I made a decision. Okay, you know what? Give you another chance. Or you know what? No. You see what I'm saying? So I would. There'll be some heavy digging, and then we're gonna go to counseling. We're gonna try to work it out because this ain't a thing that we just gonna just put to the side and not talk about or just throw away and be like, okay, I'm done with you. Nah, that's not gonna happen like that. Um, that's what I'm thinking here. Um, but what was the question again?
Yeah, yeah. I think you pretty much answered the question. What if you're married and your wife cheats on you?
Yeah. That's basically what I would do, man. That's basically it.
At what point would her cheating cause you to divorce her?
Well, if she do it again,
So
like
twice.
if they're like see, I don't want to put a number on it like that because first of all, you never want that type of thing to happen. So it's not like I'm okay with it. You see what I'm saying? It's not like oh I'm okay with you doing that. I give you another chance. I give you another. That's not how I'm thinking about it. So for those who are listening, it's not a thing where it's easy to be like okay I'll give you another chance because that's definitely a betrayal and so on and so forth. But um probably the second time we probably gonna have to you know go our separate ways because after the first discussion, if that didn't click and if that didn't spark some type of drive to do better, then I think it's gonna go downhill from there. You know.
No, no. Your wife wants to
See, I
cheat.
told you.
No,
See,
no, no, no,
see,
no.
bro.
It's a different
Okay,
situation. It's a different question.
okay. Oh yeah, I'll tell you. He's trying to trap with these questions, but okay, okay, go ahead.
Your wife has cheated on you in the past, right? And she comes to you and she's like, "Hey, look, like I'm starting to have feelings. I'm starting to get tempted to do it again." Um, how would that make you feel?
If she says she's tempted to do it again,
Yeah, she's been having thoughts of it. She hasn't done it again, but she's having thoughts of it. How would you address that?
well, I'm gonna ask her why. We're gonna try to figure out what's making you have those thoughts. Is the Long John not working for you?
Hmm.
Because what I mean. We could definitely focus in that area.
What if she's like,
In that area.
I need to have sex like 3 times a day every day.
Then we're gonna have to take our vitamins and minerals. we go we gonna have to get our energy up. There, we're gonna have to make sure we're in shape cardiovascular wise.
Yeah, you got to do what
Go,
you got to do.
hey, bro, we're gonna do what we gotta do 3-4 times. Woo! I mean, see, that sound like good news to all the guys, at least majority. But that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, dog.
It's a
That's a lot
lot
of
of
work.
work.
But if she needed 3-4 times a day, dang, a day?
There are some ladies out there like that.
Bro, I know. What are they eating out there? I need to eat what they eating to
And what
keep
if you
up.
can't? What if you can't do that for her? What would you do?
Dang, I didn't even finish the other answer over here.
Because you take
Hold
too
on.
long, man. You take it too long, man.
What would you do?
If my wife came to me and says she's having thoughts of
Yeah.
cheating,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I would take action just like you did. I would sit down with her and be like, all right, You know, what's causing you to do that? Or what do you see in these men that's causing that desire in you? I would try to figure it out. If it came down to I need to have sex several times a day, to be honest, I would do it. But at that point, sex isn't necessarily fun for me. It's a responsibility, which and
You're right.
this might cause some sparks, some people saying stuff back. Sex is a responsibility. You know, sex isn't just for, you know, feeling good and stuff. There may be days where your wife or your husband may come to you like, hey, I'm feeling aroused, and you have no capacity to feel aroused in that time. You're gonna have to play it out. You're gonna have to.
Hey man, get that blue chew.
What? The what?
The blue chew.
What
you
is
got a product out there?
What is that?
It makes you rise up to the occasion.
You know, I wouldn't go that far. I would not go that far because, you know, what I'm saying is you have to be able to develop habits to be able to take care of your responsibility the way you want to. Say your significant other comes to you, hey, I'm feeling aroused. You're not feeling aroused at all. You know, are there some things that you could do or they could do to put you in the mood just like that? You know, it's a relationship. It's a close proximity romantic relationship with someone else, and it's romantic to them, but for the person doing the work, it's not so romantic. It's fulfilling a responsibility, which I think that's also great. I think that's an amazing thing. It's a responsibility that's given to you in marriage. So
yeah.
Are you going to do it to the extent that you need to? So, but here's the thing, from a Christian perspective, right? Mm-hmm. That's a responsibility that we do, and it glorifies God. It puts God.
We got 2 minutes.
All right. It puts God in a position that is above us. Like, this is something I have to do, and I'm going to do it because my wife desires it. He's called me to this, and I'm going to do what I need to do to please her in the way of marriage stuff. So when we do that, it glorifies God. But if you're not a Christian and you do that, it becomes almost a burden. Like, oh,
yeah.
Why are you always, why are you always so aroused? Like, what is it about you? You need to see therapy. Whereas to a Christian, it's a responsibility. You got to do it. You got to get things done.
Hey, I'm just doing the math here, bro. Right? You said 3-4 times a day.
Yeah.
And I think that's quite a lot. And we're talking every day, right?
Every day, man.
Let's just do 3 times 7 real quick. That's 21 times in a week, bro. Bro, I don't think you. Yeah. You can't survive that, bro. Cause we need to recharge. We need at least 12 hours to recharge.
Well,
you know what I mean?
The thing about a little bit of sex education, I don't know if I should be going there. But basically, I'm saying a dude doesn't have to reach the climax every time they interact in that way. Maybe she can 3-4 times a day, but you don't have to.
But then, like, what if, like, you're sensitive and it just happens. You know what I'm saying?
You're sensitive, and then you have the capacity to let it happen. But if it can't happen, it just won't happen. That's what I'm saying.
But like after so many times, it starts hurting.
It starts hurting. I mean, I guess you can find other ways to please her that'll cause her to reach that height. Look, man, it's a job.
Yeah, you gotta do your job. You got do your duties.
It's a good job. Yeah, it's a good job.
It's a good job.
If someone paid married couples to do that, I mean, that's a good job. You just wake up and you're ready to go.
You'll be rich. You'll be
exactly.
That'll be easy. That's the easiest. No, that's not the easiest, but that's one of the most exciting jobs. But yeah.
Yeah, after a while it gets boring, but at a job, people still call a 50-year job their dream job because they like what they do, not necessarily if they're excited to do it, but it's a good thing to do. That's all I'm saying. It's a good job to have, man. People try to play it like, oh, she's too much. Shut up, man.
Yeah, shut up, man. She's fine and she want to do it. Yeah. You know how hard it is for some ladies to want to get it on? And you complaining you getting it 3-4. What?
Yeah,
hey, go hang this dude right now. Go take him in the backyard. We got a branch over there.
Hey,
put a rope around it.
That's a daggone good job, man. Freak out of here.
Yeah. As much fun as we're having talking about this, we got to move on to our next section. We're running out of time. So dialogue is gonna bring our story time story.
All right. So we got two short things for you guys today. One is a little bit of a topic, and the other one is a story. So one plays into the other. The first one is how to know if you're ready for a relationship. Fitting, right? We just talked about this just a little bit. No, we talked about the bad part of it. But here, the first point they make is make sure that it's with someone you want to have a future with. You
Okay,
want to talk?
okay.
You want to touch on that real quick?
That's understandable, and definitely why not? That's all.
Have a future with based off of what, love or practicality?
I'll see if you want to have a future that you can see, like, okay, she's a good person. She could be a good mother. She has qualities I'm looking for in a mate, stuff like that.
Now, do you think a couple can grow in love after they're married, or do they have to be in love before?
They gotta be they have to be attracted to each other, firsthand to initiate any type of dialogue. So, I think love definitely grows, as time, and then that happens naturally as you learn about the person more.
That's my point. So I think that it should be more practicality and have the capacity to be attracted to them. You don't have to be in love before you get married. And love,
Oh yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. As you learn, yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
The phrase is you grow in love. You don't fall in love. So love is work.
Yeah,
It takes a lot of work.
it's work. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's work. No doubt. I believe that too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Second point. Know that you're 100% ready to commit. You're going to have to let go of some things and gain more. So know that you're 100% ready to commit. Um. Okay. I mean, 100% ready to commit is, are you going into this relationship hoping
Yeah, that
that,
makes sense.
you know, trying to go for marriage with this person?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
That's. I think from that perspective, that's definitely a good one because why just go in not having any goals? Like then you're like in limbo land trying to figure out what you're doing, but you don't have no commitments.
I just thought of this question. What are you guys committed to? Because nowadays people will say we're in a serious committed relationship. But what are you
Yeah,
guys
bro.
committed to? What goal are you committed to? You know what I mean? And the
Uh
goal
huh.
should be you're committed to getting to marriage. You're dating for marriage, but then people will stay together for 5, 6 years just because, oh, well, we've put off marriage for a little bit. It's like, what are you talking about?
Crazy.
Yeah, man. So, unless there's a practical reason, like we don't have money to get married, or like if we get married, we can't afford an apartment on our own, then, those are some things that you need to get to before that stuff. But anyway, you're going to have to let go of some things and gain more.
Mm, that could be a different thing. There could be many levels to that. You
True.
know, you're gonna have to let go of old mentalities to gain new ones. You're gonna have to let go of you know old relationships to
Exes.
gain this one. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna have to let go of whatever it may be. That could be good.
Yeah. But some
Yeah.
people just don't know what to let go of. So they end up leaving a good relationship because they think the other person is trying to change them. It's good to
Mm-hmm.
change people. It's good to change for a relationship, especially when it's in a mature fashion. Um, and I think not talking to exes is a very mature thing to do. It it sets up a lot of trust between the two of you. Okay. If you're talking to multiple people at once and you don't know who to choose, just don't date. How do you feel about that?
See, you got too many flavors, man. Cause yeah, you don't have. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's the see, and that question that we had a while ago,
Yeah.
dating multiple people at the same time, it's not gonna be good because you're gonna find certain things you like in each one of them. It's gonna make it difficult. So that's just making it tough on you. So that's
Yep.
not an advisable thing to do. So definitely don't do that, so you won't be in that situation.
Right. Yeah, you're gonna end up out of, say you're talking to like three or four or five different guys. You're gonna end up constructing a guy out of your imagination based off of the best traits in all of the guys you're talking to. So
Exactly.
it's not a good way to go. Okay. Ask yourself, if you want a future with this person and if you're ready to 100% commit and that you're ready for anything that this relationship throws at you. So are you ready for whatever this relationship may throw at you?
Mm.
Like, are
And
you
see,
ready to
that's
work through
based.
stuff?
Yeah, and that's based on how well you know the person or what kind of person you know them to be. And if you feel comfortable in that area, then that might be a good step. But if you
Mm.
still haven't talked about a lot of things that are important, what are your views on, marriage or certain things like that, the grounding ones is going to help you guys understand how to do things, then I don't think that's a good thing to do until you discover those things. But you got to be committed to discovering those things, though. You can't just lollygag and waste time. You got to go in with a purpose.
Yeah. It's just some quick things to ask, like what you were talking about earlier, the important things like your worldview, meaning your religion, children, how many children, marriage, do they want to get married? Let's see. What are some things like date nights when you're married, uh, homeschool or public school for your kids, who's working, who's
Mm-hmm.
not working, what are they doing when they're not working, like laying out the things that you want in a
Yeah,
marriage, very
yeah,
important
like
things.
yeah. Some tough, not necessarily tough, but some extravagant things that you guys would want has to be spoken of. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. And the less things you guys want together, the harder the compromise will be, because it's like now it starts to push into what you really want in a marriage. um and the other person meant, like, say you want 5 kids and they want 2 or 3, no more than that, and you're like, dang, I want a big family. See, if you're in a relationship for a while and you guys are talking about that, and it's like, okay, we've been dating for 2 years and she really doesn't want more than 2 children, and now you feel some resentment towards her, and like you're like, but I don't want to start over. Man, it gets really tricky. So get the important questions out of the way to begin with. All right.
Yep, yep.
Lastly, please make sure you two know each other well enough to where you don't have to lie yourself out of situations.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So like being able to talk to a best friend, like you mess up with something, like, hey, dude, man, I messed up here. This is what
See,
happened. That level of communication.
yeah, man, that's bro, that's special. Um, Knowing that your wife is your or the person that you're gonna marry is your best friend, you could come to them, hash out details about what happened, about disappointments, whatever it may be, but just being able to just be that free. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's that's nice. That to
Yeah.
me is how it's supposed to be. If you gotta be lying or like don't know each other well enough to know that when you guys are lying, that's a problem. You ought to be able to tell those things. Okay, you know what? Something's funny. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom, boom. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how to do it. Okay. Second story. How to know if he's just telling you what you want to hear. I am 25 and dating a guy who's 30. We met online. We've been talking for 2 weeks, if that. He already came over once. I cooked for him and we watched movies. Right off the bat, we had immediate chemistry and a lot in common. Let me put a note down for this thing here. I want to talk about this thing after we're done.
Immediate, like after the story or like off air.
Yeah, like a topic in what she just said.
Okay.
I want to ask you a quick question. Okay. We got along really well. We were flirty the first day of talking and texting with each other. I always hear about
Aha.
love love bombing, and when a guy says all the right things, he's probably a player or just saying what they feel you want to hear. I don't want to get my hopes up and be too naive. Things are moving very fast. What are the signs to look out for that someone not being genuine or is saying all the things you want to hear or the same to everyone else? That's heavy.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, like that sound like he might be trying to take out the long john and offer it up for grabs. You know what I'm saying? Like it sound like he's trying to get the yams, saying all the right things, flirty initially. And remember last episode, if they like heavily slash aggressively flirty, they might just be looking for the for the funsies
Yep.
and not really be about the relationship. So that could be a definite red flag if they're that aggressive initially. When it pertains to the sexual aspects. Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did have a girl, that was like that, and and that's all she pretty much wanted. She said a whole bunch of lies, and she was just like trying to touch all over me, but we had to dodge all them, get off me. Yeah, all that stuff, baby.
He's good at dodging. That. He's good at dodging the ladies, guys.
I'm good at dodging the ladies. Yeah, that's trying to trap you. Yep.
Yeah,
100% right. 100% right. Okay.
If you're a lady, stay away.
No. Right? Stop, man. What you doing?
What?
He's trying to. Hey, y'all good ladies. Y'all good ladies, come on through. You know what I mean?
I misunderstood. Did I? So you're
not the bad ladies. I'm not. I'm trying to dodge the bad ladies. The good ladies can come on through.
He's trying to dodge the good-looking ladies, right? Right.
No.
Oh, okay. You're not trying to dodge the baddies. Okay,
bro.
Gotcha.
All baddies that are good.
But the baddies usually got a whole bunch of issues. And
hey, man. Let's go, bro. You gonna mess up my whole track line.
All right. So what I wanted to ask you about was what people are now saying this thing called chemistry. What the heck? What is it?
See, and that's that movie talk. That's the movie talk. Oh, love at first sight. We got chemistry.
A bunch of crap.
What's another one? When I laid my eyes on you. That's that movie talk, bro.
Bull crap, man.
That's BS. It's barium sulfide.
It's doo-doo.
Bro. That's that BS, bro. So I just think I mean we could understand to an extent what they're talking about. The conversation's going good. They laugh at the same jokes. They like the similar things that we know what they mean, but I don't think people always connect we got chemistry to that. They just probably thinking about the sex.
Exactly. When you're in chemistry class and you do an experiment, what do most of those experiments consist of? A quick explosion, a quick reaction, maybe a reaction that takes course over 2 or 3 days. It's instant. It's chemistry. When people say that is sexual attraction, you may have a bunch of stuff. You may have a bunch of stuff in common with a person, but guess what? He's your best friend. He's been put into the friend zone. He's what you call a brother.
Right. What about him? Y'all got chemistry. Why didn't you say that with him? That's a good point. Y'all ladies be over there talking tough and crazy at some guys, right? But yeah, what about him? Exactly. What about the dude that? Yeah, bro. That's a good point. Stop. Yep. See?
Yep. Chemistry is a lie. Chemistry is a lie. People are just saying it left and right.
Free chemistry, man.
Free chemistry, bro. Free chemistry. So
that BS.
So all that what sulfide?
Barium sulfide, Nick.
Barium sulfide. See, perfect imagery you just gave there.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. So another what I wanted to say about this was girls have been complaining about how guys are for so long that guys have learned how to talk to girls. What guys do is they give the girl everything that she wants to see in the guy. Mm-hmm. Right? So they're like, even if I'm not this way, I'm going to be sweet. I'm going to say nice things. I'm going to compliment you. I'm going to be a little bit of a like mysterious, because girls love mysterious like kind of
Comment
guys. Yeah.
about what you just said. You said
Yeah.
I'm gonna compliment you. I haven't made compliments to dates that I've seen, bro. Like compliments to me, I don't just be hashing out compliments for a couple reasons. Real quick, it might come off as, oh, he's trying to get in my pants, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It might
Mm-hmm.
come off ungenuine. So I don't typically even think about making comments when I first meet somebody or like
Yeah.
early on. Like comments don't come out of my mouth usually. You
Mm-hmm.
see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
Why? Because comments do not belong in the interview portion of the relationship. When you guys are first talking, you're interviewing each other. If a guy is telling you everything you want to hear, guess what? He may pass the interview, but once he gets the job, you still have to watch him for a while. You have to make sure he's competent in what he does. I think her solution is to, if she wants to date the guy, fine, date the guy. Don't have him come over and put yourself in a situation where you have to like do something sexual, or you feel like you have to, or even that you want to. I think that you guys should spend time in places that will spark conversations that are conducive for you getting to know him. You don't get to know a guy when you're spending one-on-one time with him in your room or in a secluded place. There's no reason to get to know each other. Why? Because you guys just want to have sex. You want to touch each other.
just
You
want to
want
get
to
it on.
you want to
That's
fill up on
it.
each other. That's not when the important
Yeah.
that's not when the important conversations happen. So get yourself out that rut in the first place. You're 25 and you don't even know how to create an environment to be with a guy. Like, you both are sexual people, so why would you be alone and talk about important things? It's
All
not gonna.
kinds of fireworks gonna happen.
It's yeah. Like,
All
what is
kinds.
that? So um, the advice to you is to stop being alone with this guy. You guys do stuff outside and have a list of questions for him that you need him to answer in a good manner, in a good fashion. I think answering it, and then when you start dating him, watch him, see if those things that he said he really does. Move on from there. It's really not that hard, but
Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
And that was it.
that was it.
Okay, so we're running out of time, so let's go on to our last segment of the day. For those of you who've been watching from the first or couple episodes, at the end of every podcast, we do a top five. All right, this could be top five in food categories or whatever, clothes, whatever it may be. This week's top five is going to be top five restaurants that we think are really good. So it's our own list. It's not. It's not. It's not copied. So it's what we think. So top five favorite restaurants, or top five restaurants.
And just a disclaimer, it's gonna change over time, right? This is in our
Yeah, this is not
forever.
like set forever. Yeah, like
Yeah, yeah.
this is the here and now from places we've been to so far. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? They can be very, like, all of our answers here could be blown out by like other restaurants. So we're not saying this is
Yeah,
the best at the whole world, whatever the heck it may be, but
yeah.
it's our top five. So I'll start this one off. Coming in at number
Okay.
five, and this has a special place. This would have been higher in my list, but of course, I'm older now, so there's more restaurants I've tried. But we used to go here every Tuesday at a certain year, or not at a certain year, but um, during this one year of my childhood, we used to go like every Tuesday for family night.
Hmm.
This place is Texas Roadhouse Grill. Roadhouse Grill,
Hmm.
one of our go-to restaurants for Tuesday night um, family night eatouts. So
Cool.
Roadhouse Grill, yeah. And and,
That's
and
nice.
and and what was cool about it is they had peanut spreadings all over the floor, and it had like a little arcade section. So as a kid, you see a game, oh, I want to play it. So it
Yeah,
was pretty cool. It was nice.
that's cool. Okay, I've been there before. My number five would have to be, and it sucks because my number five is in a specific restaurant. I just put sushi restaurants in general.
Okay,
Um, but yeah, sushi restaurant. I love sushi. Sushi is great. Um, but yeah.
okay. Number 4 coming in. Number 4, bonefish.
Oh, nice. My number
Bonefish, yeah.
4. What do you like about bonefish?
Um, I like how I like the I apart from the food, I like how it looks inside bonefish. It's very calm atmosphere,
Yeah.
very relaxing. And then, they got some good menu items. I like their burgers. I like their burgers. I haven't really had a lot of different types of menu items, but I remember one time I had this one steak, like cranberry steak or something like that, like some cranberry topping on it. It was very unusual, but it was good. But at the same time, I'm like, it's a funny taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I like
Okay.
about bonefish.
Yeah. Okay, my number 4 is Longhorn Steakhouse. And I think
Longhorn.
yeah. You
Long
been there?
Long John Steakhouse.
Longhorn Steakhouse.
Yeah. He with the Long Johns. I told y'all about him. Nah,
Longhorn Steakhouse.
Yeah. Y'all know he like them horns. Y'all know he like horns out there. Yep. He told y'all himself. Hey.
I don't like horns. I like the restaurant called Longhorn Steakhouse, and
Nah. That's fortified right there.
they've got some good steaks. They got some solid steaks, man.
Oh, steaks, huh?
Yeah,
All
they got steaks. Yeah, they got a lot of meat.
Y'all know he
Why?
said it on purpose, right?
What happened?
Yeah, hey, for the Dukes out there, y'all know what signal that was. Y'all know.
To go to Longhorn Steakhouse, as they have some
Hey, that's
good
all.
steak.
That's all here. Okay, the code in number 3. Let's move forward before something happens. Now, this is an Italian restaurant that it's really not known. It's called Morano's. Now, I've been there a couple times. I haven't been there like a whole bunch of times, but the times I've been there, they cook from scratch, so everything is fresh. You know what I mean? It's an Italian restaurant. Morano's.
Morano's. I think I've had it before, but is it a sit-in restaurant?
Sit in the restaurant, yeah. Very
Okay.
classy. Very very expensive too. I'm like, oh my, bro.
Wow.
But good food, real good food, man. Classy.
Okay, I've never been there then. My number 3 is Outback Steakhouse. They've got some good steaks too, and they've got some pretty cool menu items.
Okay, that sounds good. But what's with all this meat?
Steak is good, man.
I see you like your meats over there, man.
What do you go to Morano's for? You order the you order the pita
Hey,
bread. Get some mayonnaise on it.
Oh shoot, man, we got a burger last. I think I got a burger last time. It's been a while.
How you gonna ask me about me when you like burgers so much? That's a lot of meat you like, man.
Hey,
like a lot
man,
of
we know
meat.
you just had to throw them jokes out there.
You like some meat with some padding on it, huh? The bread patty.
Number
sorry.
2. Number 2. Now this place, a lot of people like this place because for the showmanship, and the food is good. Oh, I had this one fried sushi from there a long time ago for my sister's graduation. We went there to celebrate. Oh man, this fried sushi. Oh my gosh. It was delicious. Anyway, it's a hibachi place, well known in Florida, called Kobe's. Coming in number 2.
Yeah, I had a
Kobe's
hibachi
got
grill, Japanese hibachi
delicious.
grill. Yes,
Delicious,
sir. That's my
delicious.
number 2, man. That's my number 2.
Oh, for real?
For real.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think we're on the same page here.
We are, man. We might need to go there.
But yeah, we might need to go there.
We might need
It's
to go
beautiful.
there,
I gotta
man.
tell you. It's beautiful. They got good food over there. Sushi's fantastic. I gotta tell you.
He likes his meat raw. Hey, do you like?
You got me. You got me. What?
Hey, I didn't know you like sushi though. I really didn't.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought you. What?
bro. I'm a big sushi. Now, see, I don't often buy it because
It's
a lot of
expensive.
chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like it though. I like it, no doubt.
Are you the only one in your family that likes it?
Andrew was the first sushi discoverer. Yeah, pretty much a lot of my food choices now
Yeah.
were brought out to me because he found them first. You know, he would introduce us to
Mm,
these restaurant. You know, this restaurant, that restaurant, this. You know, like yeah,
yeah.
he really he was a foodie,
Okay.
and I love food too. But he introduced us to the good spots. So, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
everybody else like it except for Trisha. My sister's not a big one. My sister's not a big sushi person. She I don't know if she like it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, number one.
Sushi. Go ahead.
No, number one, man. This place. Now, a lot of people might disagree that know this place, but it's a classy restaurant. It's they cook most of their stuff from scratch. You know, stuff that aren't cooked from scratch may be like they probably don't cut their fries by themselves. They probably order fries that are already cut, stuff like that. But in general, for the most part, they cook their stuff from scratch. And it's like
Mm.
it's I don't know if it is yeah nah it's kind of like half Italian half American type. This place is I don't know how big this place is like commercially, but it's called Rustique.
Okay. Okay.
Rustique. Yeah, I think a sister company or a sister restaurant is Teak Neighborhood Grill.
Mm.
I think they're in connection somehow.
Okay.
Yeah.
My number one is for a simple reason. It's called Bonefish, and I think they have some of the best fries ever, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Dang.
man, their fries are amazing. Do you not think so? Where do you think has some of the best fries?
Rustique. Oh. See, when you come down here, we gotta take you all over the motherland, man. We gotta do a tour. We gotta do a tour to take you all over the motherland and show you what we got out here, cause there's a lot of places, man. A lot of places that you gotta check out. But Rustique though, Rustique, their fries, babena.
You guys see
I
how he
probably said
tries
the
to
I
he,
probably said
he,
the wrong word.
he tries to talk all hood and stuff, guys. He's like a teddy bear, you know. I've heard this from many people. He's like a teddy bear. He really
I
doesn't
like a
talk
teddy
that
bear.
hard. He doesn't talk that hard in real life. You know what I mean? He actually talks with a pure American accent. He just likes to throw.
Nah, what he really meant to say is I'm smooth as ice. Ladies, y'all hear what's going on, baby. I'm smooth. It's a smooth jazz over here. When you see me in person, I'm smooth. Believe it.
So when you got really close, by the way, I could hear like all the cars passing by.
Oh, snap.
That was funny. That's how smooth he is, y'all. But anyway, Bonefish, my number one because they have amazing fries. I gotta try Rustique's fries or Teak's fries and see if they compare.
Oh,
But
your Rustique fries? Oh, my. Man, yeah.
I don't know,
I'm not,
man.
I'm not going to say it crazy over here. I'm going to have you try them and tell me what's up.
All right,
Yeah. But,
all right.
yeah, man. That's all we got, man. Yep. So make sure you guys follow us if you enjoyed this podcast. Go to YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube, for our YouTube listeners, make sure you subscribe if you're new, and also share and turn on post notifications so you know when we post a video, and do all the good stuff, man. Support the channel where it's needed. Instagram, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, all the social medias, man. So go over there, comment, like all that good stuff.
Yeah, go like it all. You got me right when I was about to drink some water.
Yeah.
Go
So
like,
with that, yeah.
yeah, go like all the good stuff. Once again, just to remind you guys, we're not therapists, we're not doctors. We're just two guys having a conversation, right?
Two Christian guys having a conversation.
These are purely our opinions with some backed up, arguments of the madness. But yeah, at the end of the day, we're just two guys having a conversation. Just like you would see two strangers having a conversation outside. You don't just jump in there and start fighting them. You just listen. You say what you gotta say and you bounce. You know what I mean?
You bounce.
Let's keep it friendly. Let's keep it friendly, y'all.
So if you come here for entertainment, you came to the right place. If you come here for laughter, you came to the right place. If you come here for demonic activity, it might be the wrong place.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
But we're the Holy Duo podcast, and we're only holy
because he is.
Because he is.
Holy
Duo. Yo, the ending was funny. The ending was funny.
Were you watching me to see like if I would respond to the what you said?
Yeah. Just the timing seemed funny to me. Like, boom, 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 boom.